Brought to you by...
Hello friends, welcome back to another ETF short film review, where today it is my personal pleasure to discuss with you my thoughts regarding a recently released project from a name that you will all likely be familiar with, Chris Stuckman. Chris is a film reviewer who I've been following for a very long time, a reviewer who has risen to the ranks of the top critics here on YouTube, and one who has inspired me from the very beginning. Out of respect for Chris and his approach to film criticism, I want to bring to you my honest thoughts and opinions on this work, as I always try to with every review that I tackle. It's only right that I show his work the same respect that he has shown so many films that he's talked about on his channel. In this film, he introduces us to Joe, a young screenwriter best known for schlocky rip-off mockbusters, who asks his successful former colleague for feedback on his first attempt at a truly serious screenplay. So let's discuss Notes from Melanie. Right from the film's opening frames, we are presented with a highly visual experience as we are immersed in a gorgeously vibrant color grade, which instantly captivates your eye and welcomes you into the deeply internal narrative that is about to unfold. He chose to shoot this story with a handheld style, which for me brought intriguing energy to what would otherwise be a simplistic and fairly standard conversational setting. But this isn't an ordinary conversation, not by any means. Stuckman presents us with a more harsh, tough love type scenario that needs to be heard by a head-in-the-cloud screenwriter who can't accept the fact that his ideas are collectively derivative of grander, pre-existing concepts, thus making them generally unappealing. It's an incredible contrast, watching Melanie fire away at Joe, trying to break through to him, while Joe deflects time and again in a misguided defense mechanism. I love the way that Stuckman revealed information to us as the film unfolded. He didn't start us off knowing that Melanie and Joe were once a couple. He allowed us to discover it through their exchange in dialogue, and in the discomfort of the situation. He also allowed things to begin heavily in the vein of comedy, before tonally shifting with the flow of their conversation into a far more serious and dramatic direction. The performances in this film were outstanding, perfectly capturing the heights of the comedic atmosphere of the film's early moments, and gradually descending into a more real and slightly emotional valley in which we inevitably end. We also get an absolutely hilarious performance from John Flickinger of the Flick Pick channel, who many will know to be a good friend of Stuckman, as he pops up in a variety of clips pulled straight out of Joe's mockbuster success. It is very clear that Stuckman put a lot of work and thought into this concept, evident in many ways, including the way that the short is carefully designed to build both an emotion as well as in the genesis of an idea. As Joe is struck with inspiration, he begins inspiring inspiration within Melanie as well, while what I perceive as a simultaneous reignition of the passion that they both share for their craft, as well as for each other. As the intensity of their conversation grows, the camera's energy gradually and subtly grows with it, bringing us closer to them while they grow closer to each other, until by the climax, we are in tight close-ups for the duration. Another subtle detail that I absolutely loved was the placement of the poster behind Melanie. It's there from the beginning moments, seemingly innocuous. However, with time, it becomes extremely important to the narrative, and to the history that lies between these two characters. It felt to me almost like it was an idea or a ghost that was looming over her the entire time, a part of her past that she at some point chose to leave behind and attempted to bury. The climax of the film, I feel, was handled with the utmost care. He chose to leave us hanging along the thread of a question, essentially allowing us the chance to decide for ourselves, when many others would have just chose to push the characters into a passionate embrace. His choice to leave us lingering in that moment was nothing short of genius, and it was exactly what I wanted at that moment. I can't help but feel that this was a highly personal project to Stuckman. As a fellow filmmaker and film enthusiast, I can speak from experience when I say that writing a narrative that greatly emphasizes moments that every screenwriter must face and ties together concepts that reflect the fears and anxieties that we struggle with will always hit far closer to home than intended. And anyone who attempts such an undertaking, in my eyes, is a brave soul. This film was a beautiful narrative from someone who holds a true love and passion for storytelling. So I have no trouble giving Notes from Melanie an A+. Chris, if you are watching this, I would like to thank you personally for sharing this with your audience, and for the years of inspiration that you've given me. I hope you keep up your filmmaking journey, and I can't wait for the chance to watch your career blossom and see where it takes you. For those who have also had a chance to check out Notes from Melanie, please feel free to leave me your thoughts down in the comments below. If you haven't had a chance to see it, I have linked it down below in the description. I highly recommend giving it a watch and showing your support for a true independent talent that has a strong footing on the road to a bright future in the industry. If you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to let me know. It's just a quick scroll down there to that comment section below. If you're enjoying the channel more than words can describe, shoot me a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. If you'd like to show your support even more, come find ETF on Patreon or Tippy, where every pledge and every tip brings you rewards galore. Not to mention allowing me to bring you more films to explore. But all jokes and rhymes aside, if you have any films that you would like me to check out, or that you might like to see reviewed on this channel, feel free to reach out to me here down in the comments, or over on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.